I would love to tell you one of my favorite stories, the symbol of Unitarian Universalism and how it came to be. Every week we begin our services by lighting a flaming chalice. But this symbol of Unitarian Universalism actually started out as a logo on some paperwork. So during World War II, the Unitarians and the Universalists were still, at that time, they were still separate denominations, and the Unitarians wanted to help people escaping from the Nazis. And so they began this thing called the Unitarian Service Committee, and they set up an office in Europe. Now, a lot of times the way that they helped people escape was not so much cloak and dagger as it was paperwork. One thing that they needed was official looking letterhead with an official logo. And so the Reverend Charles Joy commissioned artist Hans Deutsch, who was himself a refugee from the Nazis, to come up with a symbol. Hans Deutsch knew a little bit about religious symbolism, and so he crafted for them a logo that was a picture of a chalice with flames coming from it. This symbol, even after World War II, would become a symbol not just for the Unitarian Service Committee, but for the denomination of Unitarianism. Now, in roughly the same time period, you had a group of Universalist ministers who, rather tongue-in-cheek, called themselves the Humiliati. But what they were doing, they took very seriously, and that was they were looking for a revitalization of Universalism. And they were looking to expand it beyond just the idea of universal salvation into the more the universal values of religion that could be found in multiple religions. They created a logo for Universalism, which was a circle with a cross in it, but the cross was deliberately off-center. This was to symbolize that though Universalism came from Christianity, that was its heritage and that was its tradition, it was not the center of its faith, and that there was plenty of room for new knowledge and other ideas.